without pork. Mr. President, I rise today on a question of personal and collective determination. Last week, we passed the Senate version of the General Appropriations Bill of 2003. No less than the chairman of the Senate Finance Committee and principal sponsors of the bill aptly described the 2003 budget as bare bones, thus appealing to his colleagues to contribute their share to arrest the projected budget deficit, which our economic managers expect to hit the 300 billion peso mark by year end. I now answer the call. I call for the scrapping of a very corrupt and corrupting system in our political institutions. All I ask are a few minutes of your precious time and of your mind. We now must move to abolish the pork barrel system. We must see its end during our watch without need toward its loss. It is a virus of corruption that must die. And there is no better space, there is no better home on this space on earth to make it happen than the Senate. Expectedly, a place of men and women with mature age, with honor, with dignity, with integrity. Further, there is no better time to declare its end than now, when our country's budget deficit is at an alarmingly uncontrollable pace. For the past year, it was 213 billion pesos. Of course, we do not believe the numbers. One thing I may say is apodictic. It is still counting. There is nothing in the pork barrel system that gives us pride. There is only everything that makes us hide in shame. We may not realize it, but the Filipino people would sometimes see us behave like slaves, rushing to the pork barrel. A critic has a worse description. That of swine rushing to get more stabs than what they can consume. Mr. President, our countrymen expect to see every peso of their taxes wisely spent on every project. They become profoundly disillusioned every time they are wrong. Let me say now what they hate to hear. But they must hear what we have been afraid to say. Under the pork barrel system, only less than half habitually goes to the pockets of corruption. Occasionally, depending on the insatiability of the corrupt, a shameful 20% of the fund is left to finance the project. Holy mackerel! We can pretend all day not to know, but the Filipino people have never been stupid not to see through such reasons. Mr. President, my esteemed colleagues, there is no saying here that every senator or congressman is corrupt. It is only to say that we have all become suspect. The public has every basis and right to suspect, and we seem not to mind anymore. Those with clear conscience among us do not need to rage. They only need to help those without it. It is a simple choice between self-respect and self-aggrandizement. That is exactly my point. Those among us whose hands remain untainted and unsoiled by the fruits of corruption from the evil pork must now be insulated from the temptation it may bring upon us. How? Let's try scrapping the pork. There is life without it. If the pork barrel stinks, how much longer must we suffer the stench? I believe it is time to abolish it altogether. Mr. President, we were elected by the Filipino people to make good laws for the common good, and never to make gold under the pork barrel. We are here to make laws, not to build roads and bridges. We were voted into office to provide check and balance under the principle of powers, and not to accept bad checks to enhance our bank account balance. Former French President and Prime Minister, the late Jean-Louis Pompidou, was correct. There is a whale of difference between a politician and a statesman. He said, while a statesman places himself at the service of the nation, a politician places the nation at his own personal service. Whenever our committees investigate anomalies in government, does it occur to us how to equally guilty they think the legislators could be? Mr. President, pardon my asking. There are all kinds of arguments to defend the pork. Its advocates invent new methods and formulas to make every legislator happy. Ironically, in the mind of every Filipino, they are all mad and madly corrupted by it. I am sure to lose some friends and create more enemies in this 12th Congress. I am sure skeptics will taunt me and cynics will mock me without end. If this is my misfortune, so be it. It is not the one I cannot possibly learn to live with. Mr. President, I derive no pleasure in telling what I have told. I am sure many colleagues derive no pleasure in hearing what they just heard. But the people surely hate what they already know. It is time to bring the